was this?
What was that? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to the Homeazin Show. We will get to why it's called the Homeazin Show a little bit later, but let's dial ourselves in.
So I think we're connected. Can you hear me, Ryan?
Yes, I can hear you. We are there. The internet web connection has occurred.
Okay, perfect. Just let me do something because these headphones they are crazy today.
All right, we will let him do something. Welcome to the show. Tommy is on my side saying hello. Good morning, Tommy. Thanks for stopping by. What do we got on the show? We're going to follow the same
Okay, I
format
think
that we did
it's working.
the last couple weeks. And Marco's over there, like, talking. He can't hear us, so he's just talking to himself. And
Okay,
yeah. Oh, you're back now? You were like
I'm
talking to
back.
yourself, and
I'm back.
you couldn't hear us. Oh, well,
I'm
welcome
back.
back. Oh, man.
Oh my God, it's cold here. Welcome everybody. Another episode of the Amazing Show in the new. Oh my God, the new schedule.
I have to ask before we get started. That intro, was that supposed to happen at the end of the intro today, or was
Nope.
that no?
Not at all.
Okay, okay.
I
The
was
Halloween screen popped up and some
and the
country
happy
music.
birthday music. Let me
Yeah.
let me tell the story.
Okay.
And I before the show started, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago or something. I I went to edit the video because it had at the end the whole time, and so I went to edit and to put the right time because in my side it's 3 p.m. In your side it's 9 a.m. Right?
Yes.
So I went to make the correction, and I don't know why that thing appeared at the end. I think it messed up. So
We love it. We love it.
the thing is, now you have a great story to tell to your grandsons one day.
Yes. Great stories to tell for generations to come.
Yeah, absolutely. You may tell them. Look, I was looking to an amazing. I was waiting. I was there, longing to see those two guys, and suddenly, at the end of the intro, it came happy birthday music, and then some Halloween stuff, and this was uh, amazing. This was mesmerizing.
Yes, mesmerizing. I think that is the term. That is the appropriate term. Mesmerizing. All right. We better explain the question. Why do we call it the Homeazin Show?
Okay, I think let me check because I think we have something about it. Let me.
We have a segment for that.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Good. Good.
So the question, everybody, it's making on their own heads. Let me do this like this because I think it sounds way better.
That's a good
Is
idea.
why do our creative department came up with this crazy name, the Amazing Show. Ryan and I, in a few seconds, will explain to you why we have the Amazing Show. So, Mr. Swanstrom, can you tell us the first reason why do we have this amazing show name?
The first reason is because the Homeazin Show, both Marco and I are at home. Not the same home because he is in Portugal. I am in South Dakota in the United States, but we are both at home. And back to you, Marco, for the second reason.
So the second reason it's because we are at Amazon. The same Amazon. We
Yes,
can say it's the same Amazon, hopefully. But it's the second reason. And Ryan, the third reason is
the third reason is because the show is amazing. And when we gave those three words, home, Amazon, and amazing, to our creative department, they put those words in the word jumbleinator. They mixed it all up and it spit out the word Homeazin. And we said, we love it. We'll take it. So, welcome to the Homeazin show. And we're happy to have you here. If you happen to have any questions, please jump into either my chat. So we are live on my stream and on Marco's stream. Both of us are live streamers. We stream a number of different times during the week. Marco focuses a little bit more on live streaming and podcasting and content video creation, stuff like that. I focus on remote work, but you can ask either of us any questions really kind of about anything on Amazon, and we'll do our best to help you out answer any of those questions. So, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Back to you, Marco. I'm talking too much.
no problem, no problem. That's why I pay you. You get more money than I.
I get that's why I get the big bucks.
Yes. So let's move on and hope you're doing fine. So as you may saw last 2 weeks, we came with a new format this year because our creative department and our analytics department made a meeting and they came with a new format of this show. Ryan and I, we had to agree with that because we are paid for agree with everything they say. So now we have different sections in our show. We have those products that arrived to our studio setups, office, home, caravan, camping tent. This week is the first section. Let me see, because I don't want to miss anyone. Okay, so we have the newcomers, we have the deals of the day or of the week, depending, but they have to be a deal during the show. Our favorite items. Also, at some point, we'll turn curious about a given item on others' carousel and we ask them about that item. A surprising item as well. So that item that we bought and we had a pleasant surprise, not a bad surprise with them. Also, that products that we bought and at the end we thought, oh my god, I made a really good deal with this because it was worth more than I paid for it. And at the end is the items on our wish list. Okay, so let's kick things off. We need to go fast.
We do.
So let's do this. So the first section is okay. I think I need to do this.
You got to bring up the right message down at the bottom. Here, give me a second. Dork Chocolate stopped in on my show. Thanks, Dork Chocolate, for stopping by. Earlier in the week, Dork Chocolate was asking about L-shaped sit-stand desks. I did go out on Amazon. I actually had a bunch of them in my carousel on the live show yesterday morning, and you didn't stop by, which is fine. But if you go to my storefront and you look in the other products category, if you look in there at the top of that list, I think there's 4 or 5 different electric sit-stand desks that are available from Amazon. So you can take a look at any of those, or I'll probably have a couple of them in sometime next week. You can stop by and ask more about theirs. But let's get back to
Let's
our new
move
products.
to the first section. Newcomer products. Ryan. Do you want to share which new products? And I think there's one on your desk behind
Oh,
you.
oh
A
man,
challenging product.
I got newcomer products to speak of today. So just hold on. Which one did I put in here first? I put the Dreo space heater in here first. Let me. This is not the space heater. That's a different space heater. Here is the Dreo space heater. So it's cold in South Dakota. See, Marco, it's cold where you are too. You maybe need
Yes.
one of these space heaters.
Oh, here she comes. Here he comes.
This
Watch out,
one
boys. She'll heat you up. Oh, here he comes. It's a space heater.
is Marco singing a love song to my space heater?
Yes.
I
I
think
think you
so.
know the song.
Uh, I'm not sure I did know that one.
Yeah, yeah. At the end, I can share with you. So,
All right. Anyhow, this is a space heater. It comes with a remote control. It does not connect to Wi-Fi, so you can't hook this one up to Alexa. But some people don't want that. Really, a simple remote control up and down. That's for the temperature. The M, the M up here is for the mode that's low or high, and then it has an economy mode, which I can explain in a minute. There's a button over here that you can mute this thing, which means if you change the settings, it no longer goes beep when you change the temperature up. And then you can turn oscillation on or off and a timer, so you can set the number of hours you want it to run before it turns off. If you don't want to use the remote, because we all know you're going to lose that remote at some point in time, you can still get the thing to function. All the buttons and controls are on top. Uh, Looking at it backwards, your time is over here, and then all the way down. Turns on oscillation, which means your fan changes directions while it turns on. Your temperature settings, you can change the temperature up and down, change the power, and a trick, if you hold the power down for 3 seconds, it will mute the sound of these. And there's a power button. But I was going to quick turn this on for people, and then I'll get nice and toasty warm, and the rest of you won't. So from back here, so I turned it on. It's oscillating. You should be able to see that. It's turning a little bit right here, and it blows out nice amount of air. If I hit the oscillation button, it now stops and just points straight out. It does have a temperature sensor in here. So right now it's set to 74. When the temperature in the room gets up to 74 degrees, this thing will stop pushing out hot air. And at that point, I think it just turns into a low fan. It just blows a little bit of air out, but it's not heating the air at all. And so there you go. There's a low, high, the economy mode, the ECO economy mode. I'm actually going to turn it off because if I leave it on, I'm going to start roasting in here. But the economy mode is set up so that uh, when your temperature runs, it automatically controls based on the temperature in your room whether it should be on high or low based on the temperature. So that's how the economy mode on it works. But that's from Dreo. I did
I
just get this
think
yesterday. I
just
will.
just a quick question. I
Okay,
think
let's hear it.
the water of the fishes it's getting too hot.
Yeah,
Maybe you will cook the fishes.
we're gonna have fish for lunch today.
Yes.
Fish, fish for lunch. But one thing I will say on the heater, when you first get it, so I got it yesterday and I turned it on for the first half hour or so since it's brand new. It smelled kind of funny. I don't know. I don't know what to relate the smell to. Heated up, new heated up product. So it smelled kind of funky for the first 20 to 30 minutes. So if you're really sensitive to smells when you first get it, put it in your garage and let it run for a half an hour and then bring it into your house. But that is the space heater from Dreo. It also does have, when it tips over, it will turn itself off. So that's one of those safety features with these space heaters. You want to make sure when they tip over, they turn off, because they do have a tendency to get a little bit hot in parts because they're blowing out hot air. So you don't want it to start a fire if it tips over. So that one turns off. That's from Dreo. I got all sorts of good new stuff today, Marco.
I'm
It's,
jealous.
it's an exciting day to be alive here.
Yeah,
Exciting
absolutely.
day. Oh, let me move this up. The next one, I also got a new printer, and I do know that Tommy, one of the friends of the show here, was asking if I got the thing set up yet. Unfortunately, no. Yesterday, I unboxed it on the show and showed everybody what it looked like. Pretty much that's all I'm going to amount to today as well. But if you're in the market for a new printer, let me pull this out for you.
6 years warranty.
Does it say that?
I just
Six?
asking because there's a six there in that
No,
purple
no,
label.
no. It comes with 6 months of HP ink,
Oh,
which I will explain what that is. You can subscribe when you get an HP printer. Nowadays, you can subscribe to a thing called HP Ink. What it does is you set up your printer, you get on a subscription plan,
mm-hmm.
which can cost you anywhere from a couple dollars to maybe like $10 a month. And when your printer runs out of ink, HP automatically sends you new ink. So it does a little bit. It kind of estimates how much ink you use every week or every month, and then when you're getting close to running out of printer ink, they just automatically send you some because we've all had that problem where you needed to print out a flyer for something, or you needed to print out a document from work or an assignment for school, and you went to print it and you were out of ink. And then you thought to yourself, why did I let myself run out of ink? That's what HP Instant Ink is
Shame on
for.
me.
Yes, you have no one to blame but yourself, because you say, I
Absolutely.
know last week I tried to print and I was out of ink, and it wasn't an emergency, but this week it is an emergency and I never ordered the ink. So that's what HP Instant Ink is for. I actually don't subscribe to HP Instant Ink. You can also connect your HP printers to Amazon Alexa. I maybe just triggered some of your devices, but you can hook them to Amazon Alexa, and Alexa will monitor the ink on your printer as well.
Oh,
And when it gets low, Alexa will, since Alexa's connected to your Amazon account and it knows what printer it is, so it knows which ink to order, it just automatically sends one out to you. So it's very much similar to uh, the HP Instant Ink, except Alexa, you don't pay every month for it. You just pay when your ink gets, I don't know how close to empty. When your ink gets low, it sends out a new one. All right, but this is the HP 4155E printer here. It does have a scanning bed on it. It does also have, if you like to scan copies of paper and send them in this way, you can lay them through. It pulls them through and scans them so that you can copy it, make copies of it, or you can scan it in, remember it on your computer. It does load in the back here. So let me open this up. Your paper comes in the back,
oh.
and then when it's done printing, it shoots out the front right over here. But this one is the HP 4155. I would call this, as far as a home printer, mid-range price. I actually like the price at $119, I think is what it is. So it's not going to break your bank. Pretty nice little printer here. I haven't even got mine set up to work, but there you go. That's item number 2 on my list of new products. Whew. How many items do I got here, Marco? I don't know. They just keep going. Oh, this one isn't necessarily completely new, but it's new to the show because I opened it up last weekend. I got it for Christmas. So my lovely wife Emily got me this printer, or this keyboard for Christmas. I didn't open it for like a month. Finally this weekend, uh, one of my kids my 16-year-old said, "Dad, are you ever going to open that keyboard?" And then
Shame on you.
he actually took it to his room and he hooked it up to his computer and he came back and he was like, "Dad, I can't believe you haven't used that keyboard. It's totally awesome." So this is the Logitech MX Keys Mini keyboard. Here, I'll show it to you compared to another keyboard that I have, just to show you size size difference here. So this is one. This is my old keyboard, which I bought and liked because it was a little bit shorter than a regular keyboard. My new one is even
Too
smaller
short.
than that.
Yep.
But here's the thing. It doesn't cramp all the keys together. It doesn't smash them. It really just they took this keyboard about this size, like, and they cut off here
Yeah.
and cut off across. And so they got rid of this and they got rid of your number pad on the side. So the keys are the same size, but the end result of your computer or the end result of your keyboard, it saves a lot of space on your desk. So I'm a big fan of it. Plus, it's got backlights on it. There must be a motion sensor above it that knows when your hands get close to it because it automatically turns the lights on before you touch the keys. You can it is Bluetooth, so you can pair it with up to 3 different devices. And there's buttons up here on the top, 1, 2, 3. You just press that button, so it's connected to my television back there as well. So when I press the button 2, I can start typing to search things on my TV. Anyhow, that's pretty cool. So that is item how many new items do I got in here? Oh,
I don't know.
oh
I'm not
man.
there.
We're not. I think I have 5. So I broke our 3 to 4 rule and I went to 5. Um,
You're a rebel.
I smoke alarm. I'm not really going to start talking about smoke alarms, but I needed some smoke alarms for my house, so that was a new product. Tommy's out the chat and he said the Logitech MX Keys Mini is awesome. So Tommy has that computer or has that keyboard. It was kind of a reverse sale. He bought one and then started telling me on the live show that I needed to get one of those keyboards as well. And my wife finally took the hint and secretly bought me one for Christmas. This is a First Alert smoke alarm. And I mean, the price on this one is $8, under $8. This one is just battery powered. It doesn't wire in at the rest of the smoke alarms in your house. But if you need a smoke alarm for, I don't know, a shed or a garage or an extra room in your basement that isn't wired in, smoke alarm right there, under $8. Good choice. Hold on, I got to step out of my room because I think the other item is in the other room. It is. It is. I'm coming back. I left it on the shelf. Oh man. Whew. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff here, Marco.
I can
The
tell that.
whew.
And I'm jealous.
All right. So I have a bunch of the Govee LED strip lights that you hang up around, the walls, the ceiling. My kids have them hanging up in their rooms. We needed some extra little clips to hang them up on the wall. So I went out to Amazon and I found them in this company named Vilsam. Sells a bag of, well, it's a bag of 20. I ordered 2 bags of 20 because I could save a little bit of money by buying 2 bags instead of one. And there you go. Ended up with these. They do have a screw hole in the back. If I can get a little closer, a screw hole in them. And they include screws if you wanted to mount them on your wall. That way, I just use the 3M adhesive strip, peel that off. They stick up onto the wall. Should hold your lights in place for a while. So I ordered some of those. Whew. And am I about done? Here we go. Back to the comments. Jarhead6Rides is watching. Thanks, Jarhead, for tuning in. And Tommy said, very handy. Vilsam strip light clips, good item for the carousel. Yeah, I thought so. Anyhow, whew, Marco. I think I'm gonna toss it back to you. To talk about new items you got, so you can shrink me back down. I'm gonna put my printer back into its box while you talk. So I
Okay.
haven't set the thing up yet. Unfortunately, my printer. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know if it'll happen this weekend or if I will do it Monday morning on the show. I don't know. All right, take it away,
Okay.
Marco.
Let's move on. And by the way, thanks so much, Lindsay, for following me. I need to hit for a few minutes, no, a few seconds, my magical button.
Do it. Thanks for the
Thank you.
follow.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Meanwhile, we can see Ryan struggling to put.
Hey, hey, you watch this. You watch this right here. You pick on me. Just give me a second. And this box, it will go
Okay,
right back in. Look at that. Look at that, Marco. Yeah.
so my first, I just have two things. So I think I'm balancing this thing from Ryan. So the first item it came this week was this fat head. Okay, this is a preamp to this microphone, the Shure SM7B. So this is a device which gives extra 27 decibels gain. Okay, this is a quiet microphone, and I'm gonna remove it. Let me try this. I'm gonna remove this device, and you will see the difference in the sound, not in the quality of the sound, but in the gain. Okay, so let me do this. Pray for me, Ryan. I'm gonna
Okay.
mute myself for a while.
There goes Mr. Marco.
And
He's
okay,
gonna mute himself.
let me explain before. One of the things I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this preamp, the fat head. Okay, and then I'm gonna just leave. How do you call these buttons? I'm forgetting all the time how to call these buttons in the mixer. They have a name, right?
Uh, I think we call that you twist them, right?
Yes.
I think I would call that a dial.
Okay.
A
So
dial.
I'm gonna let them as they are right now, and you will see the difference in the gain of the microphone. So let me do this.
Here
Now
he
I'm gonna
goes.
be muted.
We can't hear him.
Okay, I think now can you hear me?
Oh yes, we can hear you. Yeah, you have a lot less like
Gain.
volume and projection there.
Okay, so I'm gonna move these dials a while so you can listen to me, and probably let me monitor on my side. Okay, I'm almost at the maximum of the gain right now without this preamp device. Okay, as you can
Yeah.
see, this is, and it comes with this nice box.
From Fathead.
If it was Fathead, it will resonate a lot with me. I think. Let me see if I have the bag here. Yes. Okay, it came in this cute bag as well. Okay, and it's really usually this kind of microphones. It's better to use them with this preamp device because this will provide them extra 27 decibels,
Yes, that's the right way to say it.
and with that you can reduce the gain, and with that, because maybe you're listening a little bit of shh, but at least no, I think the sound is good, but it's the gain it's really high. So let me put this back, and I'm gonna now I'm not I'm just gonna put this, and you will see the difference in the gain without
Yeah,
moving the.
it's gonna be much louder
Yeah.
for us, I think.
Let me do this.
While he does that, thanks for a couple of comments on my side. YP3 says we are funny. Loves the
I'm
laughter
back.
and yep. See, there you are. It's louder. Hey, will you? Wow, that was a creepy laugh.
Yes.
Will you quickly
So let me.
explain the difference between gain? Like, explain what gain is to the people out there.
Okay. Nice question, by the way. So the gain it's how the microphone is speaking the sound. Okay, it's like you have here a door in the microphone, and when you increase the gain, you're opening the door. Okay, and which means that okay, your voice will be louder, but also it will pick the sound from the hitting the desk, footsteps, whatever. Okay, when you close the door or you decrease the gain, it means your voice will go lower, but also you will get rid of it, will be rejecting more sounds from the surroundings. Okay, I like to have my gain down and for instance speak close to the microphone, because with that I will be preventing these noises from coming into the microphone. So this is the gain. It's the amount of sound that the microphone is speaking. And then you have the volume. The volume, it's the output sound the microphone it's releasing. Okay, so if you, for instance, if you have the gain low, like like to use it, and you have the volume up, which it will mean that it will be just kind of uh, putting the sound of your voice louder. Okay,
Yep.
so if you open the gain and you lower the volume, the surrounding sounds and your voice will be coming into the microphone. The only thing is that they will be heard in a lower uh, way, if I made myself clear. So this
Yeah.
is the main difference. For instance, in this mixer, uh, it's not the volume, it's the level, but it's the same after all. And the gain, it's the input sound into the microphone. Was that
So
clear?
that was good. Yeah. So I mean, there's a difference. Gain is the amount of volume going into your microphone, or is the amount of sound
Yes.
going in. Volume
Yes.
is the amount coming out of your speaker. So
Absolutely.
there's difference there. Anyhow, a couple of shout outs here. Jarhead says, "You guys have a great time together." We do. We laugh a lot. Christina Nietzsche is here. Uh,
Hello, Christina.
Thank you, Christina, for stopping by. Be aware. Be aware when Christina Nietzsche shows up to the show. It
By
hasn't
the way,
usually
just
gets
let me
sidetracked.
say something. I
Okay.
think that maybe Christina may know what kind of product is there here. Okay. And it was a little bit inspired by some of their shows, because I was and I have some back issues, okay, and another muscle issues because I'm a little bit crazy, old man, uh, going hiking and these kind of things. So I bought this roll, massage roll. So hope to see some shows explaining how to use this. So let's move forward to the next
Hey,
newcomer.
Jarhead wanted to say great explanation for that uh,
Okay, thank you.
gain.
So the second item arrived on Friday, but I only unboxed it in Monday because it's part of a deal with Toner, which is sponsoring some of my shows and sending me products. Oh my god!
Don't,
And this
Marco's
is
breaking things.
yeah. So I'm breaking down the house. So this is the boom arm from toner, and it's I need to change the camera so you can see it good. This is the T30, a huge boom arm, as you can see. Okay, just to compare, I'm gonna show you the other boom arm from toner, which is this one. Okay, so I think you can tell the difference.
Wow.
Okay, this one has more 24 centimeters. It's almost 1 feet bigger. Okay, what do I like about this boom arms from toner? And I came with this. Oh my god, I don't know how to. These initials, the 3S boom arm, because they are silent. As you can see, I'm moving them. Okay, let me do this. Look, I'm moving them. Can you hear something?
No, but I
Okay.
want you to make the annoying spring sound that the not silent. Yeah, the not silent ones sound like that.
Okay. So this is first S. They are silent. Second S. It's smooth, and this is nice because even though, and this will leads us to the third S. They are strong, sturdy, or solid. It's up to you. You can choose between these three. Okay, it's stable, but at the same time, it's really easy to move it around. Okay, as you can see, because for instance, this one I'm using the newer. It's sturdy as well, but it's not that smooth to move it around. Okay, you need to hit a kind of a steak, a good steak, or you need to make some workouts with Christina to get strong and move it around. Okay, but this in this case, this one it's really nice. It comes with this nice clamp. I can't stress enough how I like this clamp with this hook here, so you can hang headphones, a backpack, or cables or something. Really sturdy and solid. Also, it comes with a microphone windscreen or windshield, and pop filter, and a microphone clipper. This is a really nice boom arm, only $50. So I think it's a really nice deal for you. This this boom arm fits in, I don't know, maybe four categories we may talk today. Okay, so
Hey,
this is
it's okay if they fit in multiple categories.
yeah, no problem. These are my newcomers this week.
Well, that was good. That was good. We got lots of newcomer products around here. So thanks everybody for stopping by the show. My name is Ryan Swanstrom. Over there is Marco Novo. We do the Homeazin show. We used to do it in the afternoons on Friday. We're trying it out in the morning to see how it works. So thanks for stopping by. If you have questions on anything that we talk about, jump into either the chat on my side or the chat on Marco's side. So if you go to amazon.com/live, you will find both of our live streams. It's the same thing on both of our shows. We just have some different products in there. Mine are more the remote work focused products. Marco's is more the live stream podcast content creation type of product. So either way would be great. You're free to bounce back and forth between our different channels. That
Yep.
would work just great. But now we're going to jump into the second category. We're only on to the second category.
So right now we have the deals of the day. Ryan, what do you have there?
All right, so these are deals of the day, not necessarily products that I have in my possession, but the first one up is HP has a 22-inch monitor on sale, highlighted in my carousel down below. But here's what I'd say about it. I've been following monitors and I follow them actually pretty well on Amazon. They have been hard to come by the last 8 months, especially the last 2 or 3 months. But right now here, so this is one of the better deals I've seen on a 22 or a 24-inch monitor in quite a while. For $119, HP has a 22-inch monitor. It comes from HP, so you know it's a good brand. It does do 1080p and it does do 75 hertz refresh rate, which is better than sort of your standard 60 hertz refresh rate. The 75 means you're going to have a little less strain on your eyes. So that's the first sale item that I wanted to highlight because people often want to know about what monitors are for sale. VP3 is out there. VP3 says, great job and loving the laughter. Well, thanks, VP3 and anybody else who's out there on either side of the show. Please hit the
Absolutely.
follow button. Please hit the follow button down below for either or both of us. We'll get kind of excited. I think the creative department has a sound we play when we get a new follower. Let me jump into the next one. Uh, Another chair. There's a chair on a deal today. So I have the Felix King chair right here. This is not the one that's on the special today. This is the one I have. The one that's on the special is the newer version of this chair. I've only had mine about 2 months, but I think they created this chair in 2018 and like they still sell it because it's a nice chair. But the one that's highlighted in the carousel is the 2019 version of this chair from Felix King. But I think the main difference is the background or the back lumbar support. You can move it up and down. I think the design of the lumbar support on the newer one that is highlighted in the carousel for $118. I think that one is they've designed that lumbar support a little bit better. I have a bunch of chairs at my house, and that's the one that I frequently sit in. So I'm a big fan of the Felix King chairs. I even like the white and black. I will say some of the viewers on my show have nicknamed this my Stormtrooper chair, but it has arms that fold up and down. It reclines. You can lock out the recline functionality if you want. It has height adjustable up and down. I'm 6 foot tall. It fits me fine. So there is that item. My Amazon Live app closed on me. So now I gotta open it back up, get back to where we were. I'm lost. Oh, half the space. Half the space has had this air purifier on sale most of the week here, and it's on sale for $169. So if you're looking for an air purifier for your home, this is a big one. 700 square feet coverage is what it says. They do call it a smart air purifier, but as far as I can tell, it does not connect to a like Alexa device or a Google Home device. What it does is a smart functionality. It can test the air quality and turn itself on or off based on whether or not it detects problems with odor in the air or, you know, the air has a lot of allergens or, it's not quite as pure. It'll turn itself on and off. So it kind of like self monitors and runs itself. So that's why they call it a smart one. Jarhead Six Rides says the creative department. LOL. You guys are great. Yeah, the creative department. We're always talking about the creative department. They work hard
Absolutely.
to to make to make sure that we put on the best show that we possibly can. And the last item in my deals of the day, Pilot friction pens. Why did I put these in the carousel? Well, one, they tie in with remote worker type products. But here is why they're in my carousel. Because if you have a Rocket book, which I have a couple of Rocket books, if you don't know what a Rocket book is, ask a question. I will tell you later on in the show, or maybe even right now if you ask the question. But I love these Rocket books. They allow me to take notes. If I use a Pilot friction pen, I can write in them. I can erase some things. When I'm done with the page and I've decided that's all the notes I want to take, I pull out the Rocketbook app on my phone, snap a picture, and it saves it to the Rocketbook app. And then I can take a wet cloth and wipe off this page and use it again. So that is why the Pilot friction pens, you can buy a huge tub of these friction pens right now for $67. And how many comes in that tub? So here's what I'm thinking. I know that people have showed up to uh my show before, and they have bought Rocket books for everybody in the office. Like they put in big orders for lots of the Rocket books. If you have those Rocket books, you may need some extra Pilot friction pens around the office. That's what that one is for. So buy the tub and you'll have plenty for later. Plus the Pilot friction pens uh, right here. You can use them on regular paper as well. They work like a normal pen. Like you can use them on paper, and I use them. I've used them to sign a few checks recently.
Oh my
So
god.
that works.
So
That's
many
how.
money.
So much money. And Jarhead Six Ride says, I have no idea what they are. I I did put the Rocketbook. It's right next in the carousel. I must have intentionally done that last night. But yeah, so that's what the Pilot friction pens are, and I think in the next section I'll talk more about the Rocketbook. So stick around for that, Jarhead. Maybe I'll even do a demo. All right,
Okay,
Marco. I'm
back to
done with
me.
that.
Okay, let's do this. So the first deal, it's this microphone, and I think it was Survival Mike that liked this microphone. Let me change it.
I don't know where Survival Mike is today.
Maybe someone has to work.
Survival Mike
So
is here. Yes, indeed.
okay,
He's just been quiet this morning.
okay. So this is how this Toner TC40 sounds. I The good thing about microphones is that we don't need to explain that much about them. You can hear how they sound, and most of the times it's good enough. Okay, so you will get this microphone with a volume gain button here, dial that you can adjust, which is the mute button as well. You just need to press it. And I'm back. Okay. Also, you have here in the back a
When you
3.5
when you press
millimeter.
the mute button, Marco, we can't hear you anymore. So you pressed the mute button and you kept talking. I hope
Yeah,
you
yeah,
shared like world secrets or something in that
absolutely.
two
I was
seconds.
cursing everybody. So this is how it sounds. Also, and this is nice, it comes with this boom arm, the T20, which is the smaller I showed you before. But just the boom arm, if you buy it individually, it's around $36. Okay, and with this, you will get this microphone. I think it's not even $70. So it's a pretty nice deal. Also, you get these straps to manage the cable so it doesn't be hanging like crazy. And I think just the sound of this microphone, it's a good selling point. Okay, so this is my first uh, item in the deals section. The second one would be another which has a
I, I
microphone as well. It
I got
is
I got to pause you. Survival Mike says, this is his comment. It says, "Tell him it's okay to press the mute." And I don't know if that's referring to Survival Mike wants you to be muted, or he wants me to be muted, or he just wants us both to be muted. I have no idea, but I you have me confused, Survival Mike. And Jarhead is laughing about the whole mute process. So carry on, Marco.
carry on, carry on,
Yeah, sing the
because
song,
nothing
man.
really matters. So let me show you. This is okay. Let me highlight it. This is the Anchor PowerConf H500. Look, how good this looks. Okay, in this case, you have here the microphone. This is Bluetooth connected. It comes with his own Bluetooth dongle, so you don't need to worry about other devices trying to steal the Bluetooth connection to your computer. You can connect this to your computer or to your mobile device. How do you say it? Mobile or mobile?
In here in the U.S., you can say it either way, and they are both
Allowed
acceptable.
it. Okay.
And it's kind of
Because
like,
I
I was getting teased earlier in the week because I say the word roof and roof, Fiddler on the Roof. You can say it both ways. I think it depends on what part of the country you're from, and I don't know, but either way
I'm
goes.
I'm the in the Portuguese side of the country.
So you get to pick.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring this to the studio as well. Okay. And for your viewers, I have a secret really nice to share. So come close. Let me come close. This microphone has one way to be muted. Okay. This headset doesn't have one nor two. It has three ways for you to mute it. Can you believe that?
That's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely. Let me show you. Okay, I think this is
that's
on
not going the extra mile. That's going the extra 3 miles for
at
that
least.
show. Yes.
Think this may be working. Okay, yes, it should be.
Can you hear me?
Can
Can
you
you hear me here?
I really just
Yes?
want to
Eh,
say no, but yes, I can.
Yes, you
No,
can hear
no,
me.
speak louder. Speak louder.
Stop. Stop, Ryan. So there you go. Okay, so one of the ways you have to mute this microphone, and hopefully this will work, is by lifting this headphone. This is the right because the image is mirrored. Okay, so this when you lift this, after 2 seconds, this will mute the microphone. The other way, it's lifting the microphone like this. This will mute the microphone as well. Am I being muted?
You did not mute. I think when you lift it, you got to go all the way back usually.
No, no, that's not. I think this is a little bit. I think when you want to show something, tech tend to work against you.
And that's true. That's true.
Hello, Arnaldo. How are you? And the other way, you have a small button here at the back of the headphone, the right one. You press it, and then this will mute the microphone as well. Okay, so this is a really nice, and I think it has a pretty good sound.
Uh, I think it's got pretty good sound. It's one of the things. Sound is one of those strange things. The sound in your built-in laptop usually is not very good. Uh, but once you go to like any other microphone, a lot of them sound really good. And so going from your laptop to kind of anything else is a huge step up. Beyond that, you can spend tons and tons of money to, get different microphones because they all make your sound a little bit different, however you want. But going from kind of nothing to something is a huge step up.
Absolutely. And just to finish the review about this headset, Anchor has a software called Anchor Work. Okay, which for me seems Anchor. I understand work. I don't know what it is, but hopefully I will get there one day. And with this software, you can kind of, it's a suit that you can, for instance, you can record if you're doing a phone call or a meeting call with this headset, you can record there the call. Also, you can record there some voice memos, which could be nice. For instance, you had that great idea, let me record it. And even better is that Anchor has a paid service which will transcribe your recordings if you want to, and if you will to pay, of course. So this is really nice, and as you can see, sounds good. Also, it's comfortable. So if you want to check them out, and they are in the deal, 99.99. Usually they are 129.99. So go for this. Back to the normal layout. Let's move on. Okay.
Oh, hey, Survival Mike, being the expert in the uh, language of English that he is, I am going to attest this to his many years of speaking the English language, has informed me that mobile mobile is spelled Mobil, so you pronounce that mobile. If you put an E at the end, then the word becomes mobile. I didn't really know that, but maybe it makes
Okay.
sense with the English language. But that also brings up another point for me. Uh, the English language, there's tons of little minor tweaks that you can make. I guess there's one. So if you want to be completely correct, Marco, mobile is how you should say it, unless there's an E at the end, then it's mobile. Okay.
Okay.
Survival Mike also says preparations are underway here at the homestead. Supposed to get a blizzard tonight and tomorrow around 24 inches. I'm so jealous. Maybe not of the 24 inches of snow, but it's cold in South Dakota. And I was just telling my wife this morning, I said, I kind of wish there was some more snow outside. We just haven't had a whole lot in South Dakota. We've had a lot of the cold weather, but we don't have enough of the snow. And I'm supposed to go skiing today. I was supposed to go skiing last week, but it was too windy last Friday and we ended up canceling and not going skiing. So I think we're going to go tonight, but it's going to be all on fake snow. And then uh, Tommy says, Survival Mike, do you still have your Eaton? I think that was an emergency radio weather station. Jarhead says, be safe, Mike. That's a ton of snow. Randall and Kelvin are stopping by. Hello, Randall and Kelvin. Thanks for
Hello.
being
Hello, hello,
here.
hello.
And Survival Mike says, in South Dakota, it would be pronounced phone. Yeah. Here in South Dakota, we haven't discovered that internet thing yet. It's not here. And, and Randall is from way down south in the Louisiana, Mississippi area, and he says down there they say mobile, mobile. I That's the wrong way to say it. That's the down. You got to be from the south to pronounce it like that. Uh, and Jarhead says he's in Florida and 40 degrees is miserable for them. And Survival Mike says Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced, but that's not the word. Don't pronounce the word like that. Pudgy is stopping by. It's supposed to be 37 Sunday. That is cold for Florida. But thanks, Pudgy, for stopping by the show. Man, Marco, we're going
So
all
many
over the
good
place.
people. Who
Oh,
brought the drinks?
I don't know. I got my hot cocoa right here.
I
I even
have my cold water.
I heated mine up before the show, and it's almost gone.
Okay, let's move on to the next section.
We better keep moving.
Okay. So, our favorite products this week are Ryan.
Oh man, I should have been prepared for this. It's almost like I didn't know
You were
didn't know it was
caught.
coming. Oh yeah, the people are talking about how cold it's going to be in Florida. It's going to be in the 30s. It is 8 degrees right now in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where I'm at. So all of you that are complaining about it being 37 degrees and being cold, it's 8 here. And that's 5 degrees warmer than it was when we started the show. All right. My favorite products. Uh, I'm so jealous of these people that are in Palm Coast and Clearwater. And all right, I was going to talk about the Rocketbook, and I thought I would do a demo for our good friend, Mr. Jarhead,
Okay,
right here. We're going to
let me
make me
put you.
bigger. So I
Make me
made.
bigger. I need to
There we go.
stretch you.
There we go. I wrote a little note. This is what you can do with these Rocketbooks. This is why it's one of my favorite products. You can write notes up here, and this is the Rocketbook Orbit. They come in a couple of different styles. This is a legal pad, so you can flip things over. I let this sit on my desk and use it pretty much every day. I have a different one with a cover on the top of it. This one, since it's got a front cover and a back cover, it makes it a little easier to throw in and out of a backpack. It's just a little bit more durable. So that's kind of my on the go Rocketbook. Here's what you can do. You can take notes on it, kind of write anything you want. I can go out on my phone and I'm going to open up the Rocketbook app on my phone. And I have this Rocketbook app. Once it gets up, you'll notice it saves all my old pictures that I have taken and all my old notes that are there. When I get in here, I click the click button to take a picture. We're going to see if this works because there's not a ton of light in my room. I don't know if it's going to work. I might need to turn the lights on above me. Let me try that. Let me turn the lights on in the room because it's going to need a little bit better lighting. Yes, that was just good enough. Enough lighting. It takes a picture of my note, and then inside the app it says, great, you took a picture. Now what do you want to do with it? I can send it to OneDrive. I can send it to email. I can send it out to Google Drive. I can send it to Microsoft OneNote. I can email it to myself or email it to other people. I can send it to Evernote. Anyway, it'll save those pictures to me. So I'm going to send mine to OneNote out on Microsoft, and it's going to send that picture, plus it will pull out the text that was in there, and it will push that out to OneNote as well as a text file. So if I was writing a story, I could send a picture of what I wrote, and then it would pull out that text, and then I could copy and paste that text somewhere else if I wanted to do it like that. And so right there, it says, what do you want to send out? It noticed I typed in the title Jarhead message, and I'm going to hit done. And there we go. It sends it out. It saves it in my Rocketbook history. Why is that important? Because now if I'm in my Rocketbook and I'm like, hey, you know what? I know a long time ago I left a message for Johnny. I can go in there and search for Johnny, and then it brings up my notes that I left for Johnny. So this one I remember many months ago I did a similar thing that I'm doing for Jarhead. I did it for Johnny Kong, and it said, hello, Johnny. I hope you're having a great day. But it makes it really easy because if you're like me and you fill up notes all the time, if they're in a regular notebook, it's hard to go back and search and find things. To be like, I know I was talking about, you know, banking. I wrote some notes about banking somewhere in my notebook, and you paid through your 100 pages there. You can't find it. If you have the Rocketbook app, there you go. Easy as that to get it stored. Plus, all that stuff gets bumped over into my Microsoft OneNote. When I'm done with this right here, I use the included Rocketbook microfiber cloth. And I'm like, I no longer need to remember this message because I snapped a picture. Get a little wet cloth, and there you go. It is cleaned up. Let it dry for 15, 20 seconds, and you have a piece of paper ready to use again. Thank you. So that is what the Rocketbook is. One of the cooler products that I came across in 2021, and I better catch up on some of these comments, Marco.
Okay.
Whew. Jarhead from a while ago is take it easy on us, Ryan. Yeah, it's because of the cold. I know you people in Florida aren't quite used to the cold weather like up here in South Dakota. Jarhead is about 20 minutes from Daytona. Pudgy's never been to that side. Pudgy said, "Can you send it to your big screen?" Uh, I probably with my mobile phone instead of using my mobile phone. I don't know. I'm trying to think what I could send to there from my Rocketbook to my big screen on the TV. I don't know. Uh, and then Jarhead said, "Very cool, Ryan." Pudgy says, "Me and Johnny Kong hang out in Discord every night." Well, you can tell Johnny that I mentioned him on the show. I actually frequently do when I talk about the Rocket Books because I know if I type in Johnny, I know there's a message in there about Johnny Kong, and it's just an easy thing to find. So that was item number one in my favorites. Marco, you need to jump in here and say anything because I got more favorites.
Okay. Let's do this.
All right. I'll go on to the
Two
next one.
more.
I decided this so I did a 3-in-1 here. My next favorite is really my entire television setup back here. And I will tell you why this is making it in my list of favorites. Because I frequently get comments that people like my TV setup and my fish tank back here. But yesterday, I got a LinkedIn message from one of my live stream friends, Chris. He actually is an Amazon liver as well. But he sent me a message kind of out of the blue, and he said, "Hey Ryan, I tuned in, or I saw one of your replays, and I love the new setup you've got going on." He said, "I haven't seen one of your shows in a couple of months, and I like it. The TV, the lights in the back, it looks great." And so I was like, "Oh, that was nice." So it's nice when people just kind of send you a message out of the blue. So that's a reminder for everybody out there. If you've got nice things to say to people, send them a message. Send them a message. Don't just keep it in your head. Send a message. But here is what I have back here. This is the TV, and behind it, it has the Govee strip lights. And if I reach in here and pull this out, you can kind of see those a little bit.
Oh
But
my.
there are some strip lights on the back. And there's also a camera up above it right here, which looks at what's appearing on the screen. And then it makes the colors behind it match up with what's on the edge of the screen.
I think Survival Mike followed your advice because he said, "Marco, I love your sweater."
Well, thank you, Survive My See.
It's very
Doesn't
kind.
doesn't it make you just feel better when people kind of out of the blue just compliment you for some of your nice things? The TV that I have here is the Amazon Fire 55-inch Insignia TV. It works great. If you're wondering what the fish tank is, there is an app on the Amazon Fire TV that allows you to just show a fish tank. I think I maybe had to pay 99 cents or $1.99 for that fish tank app, but since I play the fish tank like every morning on my show, I was okay with it. Pudgy has a question here. I'm gonna say yes. You can send to your TV via Bluetooth or USB cable to Type C adapter. I do it from my phone all the time. I don't know what that's in reference to, Pudgy. Oh, I think what Pudgy's talking about, like, I could have sent the output of my phone up onto the big screen so people could see it a little bit better. I've never tried to do that, Pudgy, but that would be kind of a good idea. I'll have to look into that because I'm always trying to get the show better. What I really want to do sometime on the show, I want to do like the news stations do. I've never seen Amazon Live or do this. I want to do an interview where my guest appears on this TV and I like talk to them on the TV. I think uh, that would be pretty cool. And Pudgy says your notepad. All right, I probably have to figure that out, but it would work. The last favorite item in here is the sort of the end of my products. The wall mount for my television. It is an Echo Gear wall mount from my friends at Echo Gear. They send me some products every now and then because I like them and I, you know, have gotten in touch with them. So it's an Echo Gear wall mount or full motion wall mount. You've already got to see the mobility that you have. You can move your TV left and right on your wall. You can push it flat up against the wall like that. But I'm a big fan of Echo Gear and their products, so that's one of their wall mounts. And back to Pudgy's thing, yeah, I I should figure out a little bit better way to demo that Rocket book a little bit better because I love the Rocket books. I think they're totally cool. But how can I get my notepad and what I type make it a little easier to see on those demos? Anyhow, whew, man, Marco, this has been a show this morning, and I don't. We're over half done on our time, but I'm not sure if we're half done with our categories.
We are in the middle.
Well, we're close
No.
enough. We're close
Okay.
enough.
We can rush things a little bit.
We don't need to rush. No need to rush. Take our time and do quality performance.
Absolutely. Quality over quantity.
Yes.
So it's my turn. You're done?
Yes. I will give you a turn back.
Okay, thank you. So my first favorite item, it's my microphone, my Shure SM7B. This was for a long time my dream microphone. Okay, I had a big poster.
Signed by Sure.
Yes, for Marco with love. So yes, this was my for a long time my dream microphone because this is a standard microphone when we talk about podcasting, live streaming, and these kind of things. And I was dreaming because one of the first thing that caught my eye, even though this is somehow a little bit shallow, it's the design. It's not the most important thing about the microphone, but I think when you have a nice microphone, you like to show it on your frame, and that's the case. So this is the first thing, and also, and this is I already mentioned this about the TC40. The thing about microphones is that you can listen how they sound, and the sound you're hearing can resonate or not, of course, with the kind of sound you want to have. And this is the perfect match with the Shure SM7B. So I was dreaming about having this microphone. It was a little bit out of my budget, but because I'm a good boy, I eat soup all the time. Shure offered me this microphone. So thank you so much, Shure.
Do good kids eat soup?
In Portugal, yes.
What do the bad kids eat?
Chocolates, chewing gums, and this kind of
Man,
things. And they
Man.
drink lots of cocoa, hot cocoa.
Man, don't send me to Portugal. I'm already on the
So
bad
this
side.
is my first favorite item today. The second one, it's his little brother. the MV7. I know, for instance, that I think it was Tommy who liked as well this the sound of this microphone. It's almost. I think there's just some little things that this microphone, the Shure SM7, beats better, and this is, I think, is they made some changes in the design. Okay, but I like this one as well. And I think if you don't have the $400, and there's a thing about this Shure SM7B, it's not just, you don't need to buy just a microphone. As I mentioned before, when you buy this microphone, you need to buy as well this. It's better. It's not an obligation, but you get better sound if you have the preamp, which this one it's around. I think it's around $80, $90. I think I paid around. Okay, it should be more than $90. I paid around 80 euros. Okay, so you need to have this. Also, you need to buy the XLR cable. You need to buy a stand or a mount or a tripod, wherever to hang it, because it doesn't come with a tripod. And you need an audio interface. So besides the $400 you need to pay for this microphone, you need to pay, I don't know, maybe around $200 more to make this microphone to work properly. In this case, you just buy the microphone. It's enough because it comes with two USB cables. Okay, one USB A and the other one micro USB C. The new, it's kind of new standard of USB connectors. So let me plug this to the. It's maybe working. Yes, it is. So now you're listening to this MV7. Okay. There's no. I think this one it's more. How can I say, more polished the sound, but this one has a good sound as well. It's, you will spend $250 around that, but you will get a really nice microphone as well. As you can see, it looks good as well. It's a cute microphone, okay, and you will get a really good sound. And we see also lots of podcasters, live streamers using this MV7 microphone. It's a Shure. And when you buy a Shure, you will get an amazing sound for sure. Okay, so this is
Pun
this.
intended there.
Yeah,
Pun
yeah.
intended.
It was the creative department who sent me by SMS this joke. So this is
Oh,
how it sounds. Okay, and my third favorite item, of course, the Stream Deck. Okay, the Stream Deck is this awesome piece of hardware who allows me to change my scenes, to bring Chewbacca to my broadcasts, and also Ahmed the Death Terrorist.
Silence! I kill you!
So this
okay.
is, let me show you. And there you go. This is the device. Okay. And this, even though I think the main community using this device, it's the live streamer community, you can use it as well as a productivity device. Okay, because for instance, if you use that many blocks of text in the same day, for instance in the email or something, you can save that block of text. You can create a button which will trigger like the pasting the text on a given space, and this can do that for you. Okay, also you can launch websites, that you use more often, okay, like Xtube or
Like
other.
marketing.live and
Yes.
brianis.live and amazon.com/live. That's what you
Absolutely.
meant to say.
Also, you can launch that softwares you use more often, like MS Office, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or Photoshop. It's just pressing a button and they will open. Okay. Also, you can use this with hotkeys. For instance, here on, let me please again, survival mic. I'm gonna mute myself just by hitting a button,
Right
or I
now,
can disc.
Survival Mike is saying, I wish all the buttons on there would mute you. It sounds like what Survival Mike is going to come back and say.
Also, I can turn my camera off. There you go. Just by one button. So this is for me a really practical device, and don't be surprised if within, I don't know, maybe less than 1 month, I will get the XL version, because this for me it's kind of addicting. So these are my three products, favorite products this week. Shure SM7B, Shure MV7, and Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck 15 keys. Back to our
Oh,
normal layout.
okay. Survival Mike. I got a few comments and a story to share here, but Survival Mike says, I love Marco's velvety voice. Part of it is because he is from Portugal and he's just
Yeah.
got one of those good voices. He does also use those Shure microphones, which
Yeah, absolutely.
they do that they take the quality of your audio up, just like
Absolutely.
they take it to that next level, and Marco sounds like that smooth radio DJ, you know.
Absolutely.
And so yeah,
Welcome
you get
everybody
that with
to
sure.
the
Like I use a
Homeazin.
wireless headset, and my voice just I don't really have a great voice ever, so I don't feel like I need to get super fancy microphones. But Jarhead Six Ride uh, said his wife and his wife's family are from Portugal. They make a
Oh,
green soup. They make a green soup and they love it. Jarhead says me
caldo
not so
verde.
much.
It's the name, caldo verde.
Anyhow,
It's really tasty.
and he also says he has a stream deck and he loves it. And
Where are you?
survive
Uh,
survival
allow me.
marks Survival Mike is getting us distracted. If I wasn't already married, we're just gonna skip over that. But I'm gonna go back to Jarhead's comment, the green soup story, because I have a green soup story before we get into our next section. This is what it made me think of. So I do science experiments occasionally with my kids. Yesterday afternoon, we did a science experiment. We took split peas, we mixed them with salt water and then some rubbing alcohol and a little bit of meat tender. Anyhow, you make a little mixture and you let it sit for a while and it separates out the DNA strands in the split peas. So that was the science experiment. But the first step, you take the split peas, you mix them with some salt water and you put them in a blender and mix it up. And then you pour that mixture. I should have live streamed this because this part would have been great. But I think this was the best part of the whole video, or the best part of the whole experiment. When I poured the mixture from the blender into the cup, I tried to use a strainer over the top. Well, naturally, it didn't all go in the cup. And the green, it looked like pea soup, like green water liquid ooze went all over the counter at my house, and my kids just thought it was the funniest thing in the world because dad was making a gigantic green oozing mess all over the kitchen counter. But in the end, the experiment worked out pretty well. But that's what Jarhead's comment reminded me of. It really wasn't that gross of a green. It was just kind of like green pea soup. But my kids thought it was really funny. All right, we
So
got to go to the next section because I'm getting us
Survival
distracted again.
Mike, he's saying Ryan, mad scientist.
Could be. Could be.
Okay. But before that, and I'm gonna ask this to Jarhead, from where his wife family is in Portugal, if he can answer. And now let's go to the next section. So now it's time for us to get sneaky and put our nose on others' carousel and ask about a product. I already saw spotted something. Let me check. Oh yes, I know what it is.
Oh my. I never know what I'm going to
The
get in this section.
the KYY portable monitor.
I don't know if this is going to stop rising up here. Let me bring this stuff over. The KYY portable monitor. I should probably highlight this in my carousel, but this is kind of a big one. People are always interested in looking for one of these.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you're like, I I travel a lot, which people do a lot less now during coronavirus, but I even not so much travel. If you work from a different location frequently, that might be a coffee shop, that might be your basement, that might be one of the other rooms in your house. I was going to highlight this if I could find it. There it is. That's what these portable monitors are for. So let me quick open this up and show you what you can do with these. It is simply exactly like the title says. It is a portable monitor that you can bring with you. And here's how it works. It it looks very much the same size as a laptop, but it's just the monitor. It fits in the same laptop sleeve as like in your backpack. You can slide it right in next to your laptop. I like that this has a
Can you
cover on
say
the
it
front
again?
and the
Backpack.
back. Backpack.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I
So
love the sound of that word, backpack.
you have
It reminds me about something, and I think you can.
for those of you that don't know, this is the official coronavirus theme song because this is the sound coronavirus makes when it moves around the world. If you could shrink yourself down to coronavirus size, you'd hear a lot of this. For those of you who are out there and you were like, Ryan, stop sharing false information, that was 100% false information. I am not a immunologist of any sort. I am a doctor of computational science and mathematics, but not virus. So I don't know that stuff. Anyhow, back to this portable monitor. So that's what they look like. You stand them up like this. It includes all of the cords and cables you would need to connect it to different devices. This one connects it to your laptop. You can use this one if you want to connect a gaming system. Here's the power cord here. If you have a newer laptop that has USB-C, for those of you who are like, Ryan, what's this USB-C thing you're talking about? They look like that. USB-C. So that oval shape there, only one cord USB-C can go from your laptop to this monitor and it will power the monitor and send your picture to the monitor. So it's really easy to hook up that way. But I love that this one's got a case on it, has coverage on the front and the back when you fold it up. Makes it really nice to bring along. But that's the KYY portable monitor. I'm a big fan of it. Had it for a while. Honestly, I haven't traveled as much as I had hoped to in order to use it.
Why not?
But, you know, because of that coronavirus thing that is kind of happening and going around and kind of seems to just continuing to linger day in and day out, and it isn't going away. Jarhead says, I'm not sure, Marco, but she was born in Portugal and came to the States. I think, but his wife's dad, I believe, he was born in Portugal and came to the States when he was 16, I think. Your mother-in-law is from
Azores.
Azores. Azores.
Yes, it's an
Uh,
island, a group of island in the middle of the Atlantic.
so it's not in. Is that a Portuguese territory?
Yeah,
Is it Portugal?
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do they have nice sunny weather there and lots of beaches?
It's they like to say that Azores it's the four seasons in one day because they tend to say that in just one day you will get the four seasons. But it's a really lovely. I don't know which island Jarhead they are, but they are cute island. They green, really green because of the weather with cows. They are famous because of the milk and cheese they have there. Also tea. There's a famous tea there. And yes, they are lovely island.
Lovely
Nine
ladies.
islands. Yes, I don't know about the ladies. I know. Oh, San Miguel. It's the main island in Azores.
All right. So
Okay,
next up, I think we got to switch it around.
it's your
I'm
turn.
throwing it back to you, and the item I'm going to pick for you. I don't care which one of your newer RGB LED video lights that you have set up. Whichever
Okay,
one of those you want to go through and demo, because I like to, and I'm guessing the people who are here like to see it when the police come.
okay. So let's put the police here.
So Marco's going to
Let's-
demo his RGB LED video lights.
Okay. So everybody lay down. So this is the LED panels. I think that hopefully now you can see them. These are the ones, but they are the same. I think I need to go forward in my carousel. Okay, there you go. Because I have, as you can see, I have these two in the middle, and at the edges, I have two more. The main difference is that these in front of me, they are clamped to my desk. Okay. And this is a nice option. Oh my God. The focus, it's going crazy. This is a good option if you like to make your broadcasts because I bought this to light my beautiful face while I'm going live. And these, the clampet, they are good if you use a desk like the one that Ryan is using, standing seated desk, because even though you go up or down, the LED panels will remain in the same place. Okay, so with the others I have, let me see if this is already, yes. With this, let me light one just so you can see they actually are here. Okay, there you go. This,
There you go.
that one.
Your focus is much better now.
Yeah, yeah. So those two, they are mounted on tripods. Okay, they are good if you want to go away with them. For instance, they are more portable because, and this applies to the four of them. Uh, Beside, you can use them powered to the electricity, but you can use them as well with batteries because there's a place where you can plug batteries, which are not included, but you can use them. I don't think that using the clamped model outdoors or outside it's the best option because you may not have a place to clamp the LED panels. Okay, but they are really nice. They have good lights, as you can see. I'm only using two of them. What do I want to highlight is that you have they are LED lights, so which means you have the three different uh, light. How do they call this? Oh my God, I'm getting old. And you have the three different color temperatures: the warm, the white, and the cool or cold, whatever. You can adjust the brightness. You have the whole range of RGB colors, and this for me it's really nice. And also you have nine different scenes. You have the squad car, ambulance, fire engine, party, fireworks, candlelight, flashing, lightning, and also TV screen. Okay. And with this, you have a broader range of possibilities while you're using, and you can use this for live streaming, video recording, podcasting as well, even though it doesn't show, but at least you can think, oh, look what they are missing.
Yes. Hey, give us a demo of the lightning.
Okay, I can do that. So the lightning it's here, and let me change the angle because with this you can see how the lights look, and I can put this all
So
working.
someday you need to do this, Marco, but you need to bring in a fan to blow some
Oh,
wind at the side of you, and then you
well,
need to
well, I don't
someone
need
come
that.
throw
I just
water on you, and you need to
it's
give us a
oh
weather
well,
report.
the water would be nice. Yes, the water would be nice, and but I can bring. Let me see if just because you teased me, maybe I can get a sound effect for that. Shame on you. So everybody watching us, if you have any complaint, it's about you need to do it.
If you have any complaints on the show, just contact the Homeazin Public Relations Department, and they will
Yes,
they will they will
absolutely.
take care of all those issues there.
Absolutely. So let me do this. And the good thing is that I have a free space here, so it will be easy for me to.
Here we
Okay,
go.
so
Marco's doing something there. I think he's trying to get some sound. There we go.
okay, so I think I need to get a better sound. This one it's not that good. So this is how these LED panels look and work, and I think they are really nice. Okay, now you can see they are, and this is something nice about this is that you can uh, manage each one of them individually, or you can group them in different ways because you can make different groups. For instance, right now they are the four together, okay, which is nice as well. So I'm a really huge fan of these LED panels. These two at the edges, I bought them. These two were sent to me by Newer because again, I'm a good boy. And why I'm a good boy, Ryan?
Cause you eat your soup.
Absolutely good point. So that's what I have in my carousel. Hope this was insightful for you. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay,
Let's
let's do
move.
this. So now we are talking about some products. Ryan, less than 20, please.
I don't even know what category's next. I don't know what we're talking about next. So
So right now we okay. I can explain you. Don't worry. You bought that item. You okay? You were wondering this would be a nice item, but they were or they are even better than you thought. Okay, because they do some things that you didn't expect, or they over they oh my god, oh, they outstanded your expectations.
All right.
Okay,
I'm going to do two here, and one of them is is I actually don't have this product. I have the similar version, but right now highlighted in my carousel is the Braun Razor. It's the Braun Series 7 and it's on sale, which is why I'm highlighting that one instead of the one I have. I have this set right here. It's the same razor. The Series 7. The
can you
set I
borrow me,
have.
please?
Nope, I
Please.
can't. Well, wouldn't that be great? You could send that across and then you'd have one in your hand. The one I have is the Series 7. It's kind of the basic model. It comes with a charging cord and a case for it, is pretty much it. But right now, for about $4 extra, you can get the same razor and it includes the same things, but it also includes a self cleaning station for $4 extra. So that's the item in mind that I kind of wish I would have gotten, the one at the self cleaning station for $4 more. But if you're going to buy one of these Series 7 razors, I'm a big fan of them. I actually really like them. I've tried a number of razors, but that's the Series 7 item that I would bring out. There are a couple of comments. We're quite a ways behind, but Survival Mike says his grandparents are from San Miguel. Jarhead thinks those Portuguese island look gorgeous in pictures. Jarhead also says, "LOL, I want soup now. Probably that green soup." And
Yes.
Tommy says the Braun Series 7 is fantastic. Yeah, Tommy bought this shaver a couple weeks ago off my show and has good things to say about it. I think I was going to bounce around to a couple different items in here since I had these cord cable raceway items. So if you have a TV hanging on the wall or stereo equipment, oftentimes you're going to have cords coming down off the back of your television, and there's cords down on the wall. What you can get, I have two different types in my carousel. Cord hider raceway kits is what they call them. And it's just a little tiny piece of plastic. And this one includes double sided tape that you can put, and you can just tape this up to your wall. Then you run your cords down through this. It provides a much cleaner, uh, better looking way to hide your cables. You can paint over these to match your wall if you want to, but this one is from De La Mu. It's a little bit, you can see what it looks like on the inside. It's not very thick. You can fit two, maybe three cables through that. The other one that I have is from Evo, and it's a little bit larger, so you can fit more cables and cords through this one. But both of these are just items I've had at my house that once I got them here, I've realized I could use them in like all of my rooms because everywhere I've got cords that get in the way. And so, for an example, I'll wheel this out of the way. You can see back there, these are the EVEOO power strip cable back there, and largely on this TV show or on the live show, you don't even really mention or see that. I haven't even painted those to match the wall, but it makes it just much less noticeable and it's not distracting. So a very nice way to clean up your cords. And also Tommy says, uh, always wonder what you do with the AC adapter on the CH kits. What's CH? Yeah, so Tommy, you got to tell me what the CH kits are. Cord hider kits. Oh, there's an AC adapter? There's not supposed to be an AC adapter. Another thing, those the cord kits, they always come with corner angle brackets, connector pieces. So here's a corner. These ones allow you to go up over the wall. Oh no, I know what Tommy says. Tommy says, "What do you do with the AC adapters when you use the cord hiders?" Uh, I will show you mine here in just a second. I'll clean that up in a little bit. So, Tommy, this is what I do with mine. I got a little smaller one, but right up at the top of mine, it just kind of hangs here. But my cord goes all the way up there and it just kind of sits there. It was taped up to the wall. I should maybe fix that and tape it back up to the wall again, but that's kind of all I do with mine. Uh yeah, so I just run the cable management strip up to the wall and just I was intentional in like this Anchor power strip here. It only has two outlets on it. It also has two USB ports, which is sometimes helpful if you want to USB power things. But I was intentional about getting one that was a little smaller so that it would just kind of easily set up there. You can put some double-sided tape on it and stick it to the wall. That might help, but yeah. So that's what I do. All right. Marco, I'm going to pass it back to you. We're running
Okay,
out of time.
let's move on then. Okay, let me see which. Oh, we are in the surprising.
We don't even know what category we're in. Who's in charge
I
of this
think
show?
we are in the surprising. Okay, I'm gonna talk about. Okay, I think it's at the beginning of the carousel. This Anchor webcam. Yes. So this is the PowerConf C300, and I think you will get a yes, you will get an extra $30 coupon with this camera. Okay, just for you to have an idea which camera I'm talking about is this one. Okay, besides the image quality you get, this is a AI based webcam, and there's some amazing features I want to highlight. For me, the most amazing feature I want to highlight is this privacy cover. Let me show you. So I'm here, I'm not here, I'm here, I'm not here. So this is no, not main feature, of course. I for me, there's two features that I really think they are killer in a good way. Okay, please, Amazon, don't ban me because I said this word. So, two things that I like about this webcam. First, it's how it works in low light situations. Right now, I can't show you properly because I have daylight. So, but I'm gonna show you. Let me see if this will work. I'm gonna turn off my lights here. Okay, not this way. Okay, so now my lights are off, and let me show you this so you can compare both. Okay, so in the left side there's it's my main camera, if I can say so, and in the right side it's the anchor camera. Okay, and it's the is I'm getting the same light on both situations. The difference you see it's made by the cameras. Okay, and as you can see, this camera works pretty nice in low light situations. Okay, and the other feature I really like about this camera, even though it could look a little bit scary, spooky, is that this camera follows you if you are in the front of the camera. Okay, it doesn't go following you in the street, sneaking at you, stalking you. Okay, so when I move, There you go. The camera following me.
Look at that.
For instance, if I was doing, and I think Adam mentioned that because I showcased the camera one day that he was on my show. And I think there's two main usages for this feature. One is for instance, if you're doing online trainings and you're seated and you need to go to a whiteboard to explain something. So online trainings could be a nice way for you to use this camera. And the other one could be if you're doing, and that's, I think this is not a casualty, that this camera, it's called Power Conference. Okay, so for instance, if you're doing an online meeting with other people in the table and you want them to be highlighted without the need of moving the camera with your hands, this camera could be really useful as well. So, following the movement, low light, how can I say it, behavior are for me the big two things about this camera. And also, I think it has a good image. And Tommy, it's asking me something here. Let me check. Marco, how do you like the Anchor software with the webcam? I think it's a good software. There's only one thing I dislike about this is that you can't adjust colors and exposure manually. And I think this would be good because sometimes when you have, for instance, in a situation you have more light, usually the colors, they, how we like to say here in Iberia, the color adjustment goes a little bit out of the hands of the software. Okay, this is something that happens, and also the exposure. Sometimes when you have much light, let me put this on. Now I have my full lights. I think I could, if I could have a little bit less light, I think it was not bad. But besides that, it's good. And also you can make some adjustments, uh, fine tuning the image there without those two options I mentioned before. But you can adjust the framing, the the angle. Also, for instance, you can have this auto following or not. It's a really nice camera. Okay, how does the webcam work with Elgato Stream Deck? Good. Well, the camera, it's, I bring the camera to the Stream Deck with OBS. So I create the scene on OBS. Then you can integrate OBS with Stream Deck, and then I can change the camera. But the thing is, you can make that much functions to manage the camera. If I was using an Elgato camera like the face cam, and I'm thinking about having one. I'm thinking about having one, but if the hardware it's not from the Elgato universe, you're a little bit limited. Okay. So usually if you want to use another hardware with Stream Deck, you have to have a third party software to use it. And in this case, I'm using OBS. So
All right.
I think we can move on
We're
to,
running short on time, Marco, and I think favorite
yes,
or wish list is our last category, right?
yes,
All right. I
let's
think I
go.
think we should cut it down to one wish list item a person.
Okay, so now we will talk about our wish list item. Ryan, what do you have?
In my
What do you
carousel,
ask to Santa?
the wish list item for me is the Acer Predator Orion 3000 gaming computer. It came out about 2 weeks ago, and the kids at my house, this is more of a wish list item for my kids because they really want one of these. It's got the i7 8-core processor, the GeForce RTX 3070 GPU, 16 gigs of RAM. It's got 2 hard drives in it, one 500 gig solid state drive and another regular hard drive, 1 terabyte with Windows 11. It's from Acer, just came out. It is kind of on the top of the Swanstrom family wish list of items right now. Gaming computer. So
Awesome.
there, and Corinder is also here. Corinder says, "Hey guys, I'm in an Amazon Live meeting. I really hope StreamYard
Good
gets
for you.
Amazon chat on the dashboard so we can show us chat on screen. That would be kind of cool if they could bring the chat up onto the screen. But I've kind of gotten used to it just paying attention in the Amazon Live dashboard. Anyhow,
Yeah.
that's what I've got going on, Marco. That's my wish list item for the day. What about you?
Okay. The other, I think last week I highlighted more the Roadcaster Pro. I still, okay, now it's a little bit different because um, I'm about to get a similar item to this one from a brand which is about to sponsor me. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe next month I will get the item. So I'm gonna highlight this Samsung monitor because this is something that I really like and need to have a wide monitor, just one monitor instead of having two, which slice somehow the way I look at my things. And for instance, and if I want to have three different windows, not wings, windows open, it's with just two monitors, it's a little bit difficult. So I'm thinking about having just one curved like this one. Okay, so this is the product. Let's hope that the same, okay, not the same, but kind of the same Santa, which will bring you the PC gamer computer, will bring as well the monitor to me.
Hey, that's why we call it our wish list item section because they're items that are on the wish list. And if all of a sudden we were gifted thousands and lots of money, we would buy them. But we might be an item we may eventually get and maybe not. So their wish list. Oh
And
man, Marco.
Tommy is asking on my side if we can, this could be wall mounted. I think it can. Okay, because I'm seeing here a mount, which I think, but the thing is, just the stand, and this is for desks, just the stand, it's $379.
Wow.
So, yeah, wow, big wow. So, my dear friend, we came to the end. Do you want to wrap up?
I really don't want to, but yes, we do
We
need
need.
to. So we will take a second to quick remind everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. If you haven't done so yet, please hit the follow button underneath my show or underneath Marco's show or underneath both channels. It would be much appreciated. We would be super grateful for that. Also, we consider it an honor that we both get to go live on Amazon and have a good time laughing and sharing some information about some of our favorite products for sale. So, this is just great. We highly enjoy it. So, thanks for being here. We both hope you have a marvelous weekend ahead. Don't do anything that Marco and I wouldn't do, which leaves
Eat
you
soup.
open
Eat
to
soup. It's easy. Eat soup.
just don't eat the green soup from Portugal.
Yeah,
Eat
it's good.
chicken
The
noodle
green
soup or
soup,
something like that.
it's awesome.
Yeah. Anyhow, thank
It's
you so much, everybody.
really
Any
good.
closing comments, Marco?
Well, thank you so much. Next week we will be back with more
Maybe,
newcomers.
maybe. Stay
Oh
tuned for next week
yes,
because I
yes,
may be
yes, yes.
gone. My daughter has a theater contest it's the state championships, and I think we're going to go to it. And depending on how things go, we may or may not be back by Friday morning. So
Okay,
stay tuned for next week.
but we will be doing our individual live shows, so why not tune in and say hello and buy lots of stuff because we need the money from the commissions to eat. So, bye bye.
All right. Thanks for all the comments, Tommy and Jarhead and
Have
Corinda.
a
Have a
nice
great
weekend.
weekend.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.